Hello and welcome to the Assassination Gameshow. This is your host, the Shy Guy, with musical accompaniment from Heavy Shadows and his Demon Bane Orchestra. Today, our contestants will be given a handful of assassination attempts on Fidel Castro. They have to decide if it is actually true or false. I'd like to start today's game show, like we always do, with a little history lesson. Fidel Castro was a Cuban revolutionary who overthrew his government and took power in 1959 after a failed attempt 20 years prior in 1931. The United States opposed Castro's government, so between 1960 and the early 2000s, the CIA, with help from other powers, made over 634 unsuccessful assassination attempts. Castro despised this, sided with the Soviet Union during the Cold War, which led to the Cuban Missile Crisis. He eventually died at the ripe old age of 90 in 2016. The cause of death? Unknown. I will end this little history lesson with a quote from the man himself. If surviving assassination attempts were an Olympic event, I would win the gold medal. Now, for the rules. Each team will be given a code name or a small description of the assassination attempt. They will have to decide if it is true or false, along with a small story of how they would have done the assassination. Points will be given to the team that got the correct answer, along with extra points to be given to the team who has the closest to the actual attempt or the funniest response. Now, let's meet our contestants and teams. On Team 1, we have Tad and Vegemite with the Little Rascals.
Woo! Little Rascals. Woo! I just want to say I'm really glad that I'm here. You know, I'm really hoping I can win a lot of money. I was in another radio show. I had to drink a lot of water. I had to drink a lot of water for that week. I'm in trouble.
I'm really thirsty right now, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Thirsty for victory.
Yeah!
Woo! Take your top off. Woo!
Alright, now that we've heard from Team 1, now it's Team 2. Kirsten and Blunder, the Gaslight Gang.
Gaslight Gang. Gaslight Gang.
Gaslight Gang.
Gaslight Gang. Gaslight Gang. Yeah.
And now for Team Number.
Start that one over there, bud. That's all
You
right.
got gaslit into messing it up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Team through.
Team 3. Joe and Old Man Higgins, the Sunday Streamers.
Hey, it's me, the devil you know, along with my cohort, Joe Buckley. Say hello.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you know, the only thing I want out of this competition, I'm just really hoping to win a new dishwasher. I was cooking fritters in it for my kids beforehand. I done broke it, and now I got no way to wash my dishes.
We're gonna win.
Oh, yeah, I think so, definitely. Yeah, we got good, smart ideas here.
Nah, Papa needs a new pair of Crocs. I'm winning.
Now that we've met our teams, let us begin. Alright, our first assassination attempt is called Give the Cuban a Cuban. Little Rascals?
All right. So this one, I'm pretty sure this one is true. Now, is it a little boy manslave or is it a cigar? I don't know which. I'm going to assume it was like a little guy, like... So, I like to imagine Fidel Castro is kind of like Lara Croft in the first Tomb Raider, and he's got this little guy walking around that he tries to lock into the freezer. I'm going to assume they gave him a gun and a grudge.
The Gaslight Gang.
Well, thank you, dear kind host. I think that the way that Fidel Castro has survived all this time is he is actually just Bugs Bunny in human form. I think this is true. And the human equivalent of Elmer Fudd attempted to give him a cigarette, a stick of dynamite, and Fidel Castro Bugs Bunnied human Elmer Fudd into smoking it himself.
The Sunday Streamers.
Oh, it's almost as if the gaslighting gang stole my idea. Like, they gave him a stick of dynamite disguised as a Cuban cigar, which exploded comedically in his mouth.
Yeah. I think it's actually false, though, because it would have been a big pain in the ass. Like, we couldn't import Cuban cigars for a while. We would have had to get one and then get it back into Cuba to try to poison him. So on that basis, I think it's false. Yeah, what do you think, Higgins?
There's infighting.
I concede to your good judgment.
Okay. Yeah.
Only because Salty stole it from me.
I mean, maybe they could put like rat poison in it, get him that way. But I think it would just be hard to get it back into the country.
All right, what's the answer?
The answer is this is actually true. It has possibly happened several times. That is why it's debated whether it was a poisoned cigar or an exploding cigar. So, Higgins, you would have been correct. But, because Joe talked you out of it, you got that one wrong.
Oh, damn. Nope, I'm sorry.
Little Rascals. Did you say it was...
Yeah, true.
You said
Yeah,
it was
we said
true.
it was true.
No, they didn't. They said it was false. Don't believe them.
Don't believe those gaslighters. Although I think they also said true. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention. As soon as my part was over, I was going back to disassociating.
As soon as Kirsten said Bugs Bunny, I said, fuck me, man.
Yeah, we went with true. Pulled a classic Looney Tunes.
I'm going to give the point to Higgins exclusively, just because he got it correct.
Yes!
Joe, you don't get the point.
Yeah, no, damn. I'm never gonna be able to cook my fritters again.
We got
So
this,
that's
Joe.
1 point across the board, then.
That's 1
got
point all
this.
the way across the board.
Question 2.
Operation Let's Do Drugs. Gaslight Gang.
So let's do drugs. So back in that time, drugs was still kind of, a niche thing. Only stoners, hippies, losers took it. So the idea was to get Castro to be in a picture. And he was going to be like Scarface. He was going to be surrounded by drugs. And the idea was to demoralize and show how much of a loser he is. Because this man has to have crack. I think it's true. Kirsten?
We all know that the anti-drug ads in the 90s were all true. See, they tried to pull that off, and they tried to get some good footage for their ad. But he didn't fall for it, and they wound up having other poor fools fall into their trap.
The Sunday Streamers.
Oh, I got this. Okay, learn you some history, my so-called competition. Anti-drug ads didn't pop up until at the earliest the 1990s with the This Is Your Brain on Drugs, and Castro was what, the 60s and 70s? Sorry, anti-drug wasn't a thing then.
I just want everyone to know that because I'm sitting in the same room, I just saw him write the answer, so I'm going to have a pretty good question here. It's going to be pretty easy for me. Team 1 rules.
It's not fair that Higgins is part of this competition because he was old enough to be in the same room.
So, okay, to Blunder's point, the point of, crack. Crack wasn't invented until the 1980s. And Castro? No. Learn you some history. Get your timeline straight and then come at me a little harder.
Okay, did you know that cocaine comes from a leaf? Leaves have been around forever.
Yeah, but crack was not a thing until the 80s.
You would
It's a
remember.
myth.
Okay.
Old ass.
So, the Sunday Streamers, you say it is false, and
False.
you do not
Yeah, I think it's
believe
false,
that
too.
this even existed. Okay. The Little Rascals.
Well,
Yes.
well, I got the feeling that it might be true.
I was gonna say it was true, cause well, doesn't I swear to God, there's been the fucking joke about the CIA getting people hooked on coke, anyways.
So here's
Joke
my
and
idea.
truth.
I don't remember who said it earlier about getting him in a picture, but my idea is that we'll get him so fucked on LSD he gets trapped inside of a picture like Mario 64. That's my suggestion.
Okay. Tad, that is fucking scary that you got that right, and
Fuck
I hope
yeah.
that you didn't actually read the answers earlier. This is technically true and technically false. This was not an attempt to kill him, but it was a political assassination. The CIA pumped in an excessive amount of airborne LSD into his live broadcast station, hoping he would say crazy dumb shit live on air, but he was so
He was so
unfazed
uncool
that
he couldn't be
it
cool
didn't,
on LSD.
It didn't do anything for him, so it backfired.
John, wasn't that a plot point in Trailer Park Boys?
Yes, it was.
Did they lace the hot
Yes,
dogs?
they did.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Little Rascals, I'm gonna have to give you 2 points because that was so fucking scary that you got that right. Now
I was
it
only
is,
cheating for the first half, I promise.
Little Rascals at 3.
Hell yeah.
The Gaslight Gang at possibly 2. I don't know if they're gaslighting me. And the Sunday Streamers at 1. Let's go to the third one. Operation Clown Balloon Party. The Sunday Streamers.
I don't like this one already.
Joe, I feel like I've been hogging the microphone. Go for it, dude. I will zip my lip.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna be real. I think it's false. What I'm thinking, though, they kind of treat him like a seagull. They let loose a bunch of helium balloons, like, all over Cuba, and hopefully one day he's just gonna get 3 or 4 of them wrapped around his neck, and it might choke him.
Like a majestic sea turtle.
Also, fuck you. Clown Balloon was from Something Awful, circa 2003. Fuck off. I was there. You can't gaslight me. Get out of here.
He's got a look on his face. I don't know what it is. Alright, who's the next one?
Little Rascals.
Vegemite, I'll let you handle this one. Other than because I will just talk about Mylar Balloon Fan.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's false.
But I think it's such a fucking weird one.
It is so weird. So you know what? It's weird enough. I would actually say this is true. So I'm thinking like get just like a bunch of shit, some fucking anthrax in balloons.
It's not very funny for a clown balloon.
We get like a bunch of fucking like anthrax or something nasty in there.
At what point does the U.S. stop acting like Batman villains?
Never. Just pop balloons, make them loud as fuck, give him a fucking heart attack, and if that doesn't work, the drugs in his system will kill him.
Nipple suit Batman.
Okay.
We're literally just describing the first level from Destroy All Humans 2. I hope you know that.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Alright, what's the answer? I need to know.
Well, I haven't
Wait,
let
you
the
totally
Gaslight
skipped the
right.
Gaslight Gang.
No, you let them go
You
already.
fucking
It's already
cheater.
happened.
Stop fucking gaslighting me.
Fucking cheater. We're the Gaslight Gang. You little rascal.
Kirsten, you've had more experience with the weirdos online that like clowns and balloons. I want you to take this one. I'm just an acolyte of the weird. You're a scholar.
Born by it. Molded by
A practitioner of the weird, if you will.
I do not think this is true. However, how I would have done it is I would have gotten a very foxy clown lady to sneak into his bedroom and make him various erotic balloon animals. Forcing all of the blood from his body into his penis and forcing
that is now
him
shaped
to,
like a dog.
That is now shaped like a dong.
This is just a Johnny Bravo episode.
Yeah.
2 pieces of tape on top of the balloons, tape them to your chest, and the little mouth of the balloon, when you tie it up, it's the nipple.
There you go.
And all you could hear outside of the door of the CIA is listening like a naughty little child. You just hear. That's what happens when the cloud lady get pushed down the stairs. That's Seabat.
What? Sexy balloon.
Alright, what's the answer?
Alright. This was false.
No
But-
way.
But
Yeah.
there was a funny
Gotcha.
incident during a Ronald Reagan speech where a balloon popped and he joked that they said, you missed me, because it sounded like a gunshot.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna give points to everybody. The Gaslight Gang, I love the sexy clown, so I give you extra points.
Fuck off.
Thank you.
Number 4, Operation Mafia Ice Cream Party.
Ooh, veggie. Those fat. If you've ever seen a movie in the 90s, there's some fat fucking Italians. They would have an ice cream party.
Oh, they would have loved
They
it.
would.
Vito
I don't know.
Corleone, everybody just scarfing.
So, okay. I think it was true. I think they tried, because I think Cuba was all, like, fucked up in like, a bunch of mafia shit as, like, alternative money streams or whatever.
I think
What
you're
they
right,
did-
yeah.
I think what they did is, have you ever had Italian ice cream? 'Cause it fucking sucks. I think they gave him like shitty like Italian ice, that shit that's like all that you get from like Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he ate it, and it had so many ice crystals that it was supposed to shred his. It was supposed to be like putting a cat dick in his mouth, where it could go in, but the ice shards stop it from coming back out. I think that's what they did. I think that's how we tried to kill him.
I can present an alternative to that, because Castro was like really into dairy. What if like, the ice cream he got, like it was either just so fucking bad or so really really good, he could never replicate it to the point where, man, I just gotta kill myself.
Yeah, it's like when I had that queso flavored ice cream from the strange Mexican woman downtown, and I'll never get that again. She closed up shop. I can't get. It was cheese. It was made of cheese.
Cheese.
And that would be enough to kill me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's enough to kill me in one bite.
All right, the Gaslight Gang.
So I know for a fact Fidel Castro was freakishly obsessed with dairy. He was so obsessed with milk and cheese and ice cream that he had a special breeding program for cows, and he had this one prized cow named like Blanca or something. I think what fucking happened is they tried to kill him by breaking his heart. They killed his favorite cow and left her head in his bed for him to find.
Oh, that's a good point, because the Mafia leave the horse in the guy's bed deal.
Exactly! I think this is 100% true.
What was his cow's name again?
It was like, I think it was like Blanca.
Blanca.
She was a beautiful white cow.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the Sunday Streamers?
All right. If you could please explain the scenario again.
It is called Operation Mafia Ice Cream Party.
The revolution, it partially kicked off because Cuba did sell their country to the Mafia. That was like kind of a big part of why it all kind of kicked off then.
Plus, by the way, in Cuba, what else do you have besides antiquated things like old cars that don't rust and
Ice cream socials? Yeah.
What all do people like? Ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. So yeah, I will say that's true.
Maybe it's like, a couple people approached Castro and like made him an offer he can't refuse. They said, listen here, you're either gonna eat 3 pints of ice cream right here, right now, or we're gonna crack both of your kneecaps, and then we're also gonna fuck your mouth a little bit.
I just realized what it might have been. Remember that Kids Next Door episode where they had the 4th golden ice cream flavor?
Oh, yeah, but it's pea
That
flavored.
was the cheese-flavored ice cream.
Oh my god, I missed it!
The CIA would do something as weird as fucking ice cream.
Quick sidebar, by the way. So the cow's name was Ubra Blanca.
Good for
How'd
her.
you know that?
I'm proud of her.
He must have Googled it.
Minus 5,000 points.
You little rascal!
Don't fucking cheat!
Alright, what's the
I
answer?
remembered it from Sam O'Nella, you motherfucker. You can't pin me on that one.
Don't fucking cheat! I'm not fucking cheating.
The Hufflepuff clan orgies are cancelled.
Minus 1 point.
No!
So this was actually true.
Woo!
A mafia leader was able to give a chef $1,000 and a poison pill to put in the ice cream, but he put it in the wrong ice cream.
Nice.
How many people was eating ice cream?
They don't actually. It was like an ice cream social. They don't actually list off who he killed on accident.
Yeah. Well, 10 children, but that's a decent enough trade to maybe get Castro.
I think JFK ate that ice cream. I'm just saying. It makes too much sense.
I think that ice cream went to the one person at the ice cream social who was lactose intolerant and dumped the ice cream into the trash.
Oh, I can't have that shit. Sorry, it'll kill me.
I think that was the ice cream that had the pill in it. He just dumped it in the fucking... He dumped it in like a plant pot.
There was
Okay.
a second spoon on the grassy knoll.
Who got the second scoop?
Oh my
on the
god.
knoll? Alright, what was the answer? Who got
already,
the points?
Yeah, I already gave that.
I need to know my points.
Everybody got points. The Gaslight Gang got the extra point, but because he Googled it, he loses a point.
Fuck
It was
you.
that they Googled it. It was those two, not
You
us.
fucking cheaters.
It wasn't Team 1, it was Team 2. Next question.
Me and Higgins ain't no cheaters. We didn't do any research. We ain't go looking up Castro. Nothing.
That wasn't us. That was Tad and his little pet Judas named Vegemite.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. My phone's on my bed. You can call me right now.
How many pieces of silver did they give you for that Google search?
Nothing.
The next one is a lot like the previous one that I'm going to be calling The Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard. The Gaslight Gang, how about you guys go first?
So I think this is also true because, we just don't know when to give up. I think
We're doubling
after
down. We're doubling down.
we are doubling down. This is also true. Double or nothing, baby. I think after the heartbreak of Umbre Blanca, her untimely demise, he went out for a milkshake, and that same chef was there. He was ready. He didn't want to fuck it up this time. He took his shot, but he missed.
With a gun.
Just like the situation of Rasputin, he just says, I gotta try again. First one didn't get him. He was gonna try and lace the spoon with poison, but unfortunately Castro left his comically sized spoon at home, so he had to do it with the milkshake.
He only gets one scoop.
Alright, the Sunday streamers?
Alright. Okay. What I have to say is that, okay, Castro wasn't stupid. So the first one failed. Is he dumb enough to fucking engage in some ice cream tomfoolery a second time? No. But, then again, we're talking about the United States government circa 1960s. Incompetence, like, to the max, bro.
There was still lead in the gasoline. That was the big thing.
So, Joe, what do you think, dude?
I'm coin flipping on the true or false. I mean, I would guess it's maybe false.
Okay, that's both of us saying false, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Let's roll with it, dude.
Okay, but yeah, no, I think if we have to think of a scenario for it, I think what they might have tried to do was maybe they would go up and just say hey, listen, Castro, we're a brand new milkshake company. It's called the CIA Milkshakes. Nothing to do with America. Don't worry about that. But we wanted to go door to door and offer nice, tasty treats, just little taste tests of all of our different milkshake flavors, and then kill them that way.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Alright.
The Costco killing.
The Little Rascals, what do you think?
Okay, so I've got a theory here, and my theory is it was a normal milkshake. There was nothing wrong with the milkshake. I think this was true. But the way I would have done it is, here's this delicious milkshake. By the way, it's the last scoop of vanilla on the island. And they're hoping that the boys that it brings to the yard will kill him for his ice cream.
The Lord of the Milkshakes.
Like the Purge.
So, this is true.
Fuck your
It is
eyes. Get fucked, everyone else.
Basically, the exact same thing happened.
Of course
But-
it did.
We can't tell if the chef couldn't go through with it, or he accidentally spilt the poison all over the floor.
What is this?
That was the last poison I had!
The Gaslight history!
Honestly, I didn't even. I thought it was false, but Kirsten
I said it was
said
true.
and the Gaslight Gang sticks together.
So basically, the most ridiculous, scenario is true.
The Cuban kitchen must be the one that they film all those ads in. The guy turns around and dumps a gallon of hot water on someone.
Everybody gets points because I liked Joe's story.
Oh, cool,
Nice.
thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, now the Sunday streamers, you're up next. Operation Exploding Game Boy.
Oh, so 60s, it can't. I don't think that can be real. I mean, the Game Boy started in 90, I think, or maybe 89, 88.
Yeah, I concur
Well, you gotta
with
think,
Mike.
they did over 634 assassination attempts between 60 and 2000.
It would just be very, very late in it. That would be about 20 years past
Well,
its
remember,
prime.
they're 20 years behind in technology. While we had the Super Nintendo, they had the normal Nintendo.
Fuck
Oh, no, they
off.
had the Dendy. They had the bootleg Nintendo.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, possibly, you telling me Castro wouldn't be down to play some Tetris?
fuck off, fuck you. I concur.
The Korean dude play Genshin?
Oh, yeah.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
I concur with Joe, my teammate, my coworker, my man, Joe. I concur.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
you.
if they were gonna do it, I think what it would have been would be, you stick like a little tiny needle on like maybe the B button, and then whenever he goes to exit out of Tetris, he's gonna poke his finger and kill himself that way.
They didn't have Game Boys and fucking
No, I know, but I'm saying because we have to think of a scenario for each one. So I'm saying it's false, but that could be a way they could have done it.
Okay, guess what? Once upon a time, young man Higgins, little boy Higgins, he wrote into Nintendo Power and said, "Hey, I can't
Why did you
beat
kill
this
Castro?
I can't beat this. I can't beat
I don't
this
believe
palm
this
tree
story.
puzzle."
This story is false because Higgins was not young when the Game Boy came out.
This is a real puzzle. This is a real puzzle.
He was already withering.
Fuck you. Once upon a time, I wrote into Nintendo Power because I could not figure out the palm tree puzzle in Final Fantasy Adventure, where the clue was palm trees and 8. Got it? No, I don't got it. What you had to do was
Yeah, go find 8 of them somewhere on the map and like push them.
you had to like walk around 2 palm trees in a figure 8 pattern, which my little monkey brain at the time couldn't process. Well, that's how you progressed in the game. And I wrote to the Nintendo Power, saying, well, I'm little man Peter. I can't figure out how to do this. Can you help me? Palm trees and 8, my man.
I wrote into Nintendo Power, but it was about this cool like dating game on the DS, and I kept like writing and saying like how they should provide dating education in high school, and like I'm a virgin with rage, and like please check out my cool Animal Crossing video, and yeah.
Why do I say this with such vitriol on the pod? Because sometimes the most explosive advice is the most simplest when it comes to the Game Boy, and I have no more to say.
Little Rascals?
I think they made the Game Boy explode if he finished his Tetris. If he got a full Tetris block. Because it's impossible to have a Game Boy in your hand and not get a full line on Tetris.
So you think it's true?
I think it's fake. It's obviously fucking fake. But it would be the last game of Tetris he ever played.
They put a stick of dynamite on the bottom.
Oh my god, you're right. He could have a little dynamite as the battery, and no one had the back to their Game Boy, so if he's playing, it'll drop out. It's only a matter of time until it falls out and blows off his feet.
Yeah, because you have to play it in the sunlight too, and maybe the sun will kick it off.
Yep, exactly. See, it all just makes too much sense.
The Gaslight Gang?
So, I personally think this was false. Not because of whatever nonsense they're talking about, but for 2 reasons. 1, the Game Boy is damn near invincible. That thing can get mortared and still survive.
It would contain the explosion. There wouldn't be a single thing wrong with that.
If
Exactly.
I may interject,
It's like a Nokia phone.
as we have established previously, he is full of childlike wonder for various childish things, such as ice cream and milkshakes, even though they are supposed to kill him. And many attempts have failed to do so. So I think what happened was he encountered the Final Fantasy puzzle that Higgins was talking about. And even though he is a very smart man, he could not get around this. He was completely vexed by this game. And at that point in time, he could not write to Nintendo Power. So I think that he got so angry his head exploded.
That, and I take Castro, I take him as more of a Sega Game Gear man.
He's got 4,000 double D batteries.
No, you don't understand. He was the exploding Game Boy.
Yep, he was the angriest. He was the second angriest gamer you've ever heard.
Buffalo shit out my
You could
ass!
say he was irate.
I'd rather get butt fucked by a dirty skunk than play this LJM game.
Alright, what's the answer, Mr. Host? My liege. What's the answer?
Alright, this was actually false. Everybody got points. The Gaslight Gang gets the extra point because my little fun snippet is actually the bombing of the Game Boy,
The one
Game
at,
Boy
like, Hiroshima
in
or whatever.
it was
Not Hiroshima,
God damn
Jesus
it.
Christ.
That was a really big Game Boy.
That
This was
Japanese guy that
false.
survived Hiroshima and Nagasaki had a Game Boy in his pocket both times.
That's why we launched the bombs. We knew there was a time traveler, so we had to kill like 8 million civilians to get him.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
And it's on display in New York at a
Yep.
Nintendo store.
Fuck
Only
yeah.
thing they had to replace was the screen. The screen melted, but otherwise it
Yeah.
survived fine.
Yeah, I didn't believe the story or the name of it at all. Soon as I heard explosive Game Boy, nah.
So here in my notes, I have another ad read. Do you want to do that, or is there too much time?
Fuck it. Nah.
Nah. All right.
Oh, I was thinking like we could like end this part of the radio broadcast and like go into like the shock jocks like on the same station for like 4 or 5 minutes. Just pretend to be shock jocks.
I kind of like that. Hey, what's up? I'm Butt, and I'm Butt from WK Radio. We have 400,000 listeners every day for some reason.
All right, the Little Rascals. You're up next with Operation OSHA Violation.
Ooh, there's a lot of OSHA violations, so it is possible.
That maybe during some sort of, like a construction event.
He was distracted by his Game Boy, and he was walking in a straight line, and against all odds, he went up the girder, down the girder. They had a bucket fall behind him full of rocks.
No, I remember that Porky Pig had to go try and grab him before he fell off.
I think they were trying to Donkey Kong him.
Yeah, he had Mussolini jumping over the barrels. Who's Donkey Kong? Is it the Japs?
Who was Donkey? It was JFK or Reagan,
Yep.
whichever one.
Oh, yep, and then he got a barrel to the side of his head, and let me tell you about that.
Let me tell
Veggie,
you.
you don't know about OSHA, not because you're not, well read on history. It's because you've never had a real job. Why don't you get a job?
Motherfucker, there was ocean posters all over the goddamn car wash.
I think he went through a car wash and he left his windows open and he drowned in his car.
Okay. Gaslight Gang. What do you guys think?
I think the only reason why Castro survived so far is because he follows all of the OSHA guidelines.
That is
OSHA
true.
is your friend.
He followed those OSHA guidelines to a T. So I'm gonna stray. I'm gonna say it's false. What do you think, Blunder?
I think you're right. I think he probably looked multiple women in the eyes right before they went to bed, and he said, "Sorry, baby, the hard hat stays on."
Always gotta have your protection.
I like to be
Oh, you need to tape those cords down, babe.
That's the only protection he
Take those
believes in.
cords down.
How about you guys, Sunday streamers?
All right, there's no way fucking OSHA was a thing back
Yeah,
in
not there,
Castro's
not
day.
in Cuba.
Nope.
So it would have had to be us referring to like their version of OSHA then. And I don't think they had one. But we barely have one too in America now, so.
I mean, we kind of do. I mean, we really actually do, and it's a pain in the ass. If you've ever fucking had to actually work on a job site and adhere to fucking OSHA standards, where they actually fucking, like, adhere to those, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, like you've got to provide water for every employee on the site.
It's like, it's the kind of thing where you almost don't even want to take the job. It's like, dude, everything is so stringent.
Oh my god, goggles! These people are wearing goggles on my job site! Fuck them all! Take your unemployment! You're done!
Yeah, it's like it goes way beyond like common sense, like keeping people safe, which I'm a firm believer in. Like, if I'm on a job site, I want you to be safe, I want me to be safe. But at the same time, if my left fucking pinky toe doesn't have the correct fucking amount of fucking grip tape on it, fuck off. Fuck you.
Yeah, so the only reasons the regulations are as they are is because they were written in blood. Previous people died not following them, and that's why they're there.
You say that, but I've worked many a warehouse job, and I've never once seen any of them actually
You're in
enforce OSHA.
Virginia.
They don't care.
When I worked at one place, it was a shitty little wood company. The next room would be on fire, and we would get in trouble if we didn't continue our paperwork unless our room was on fire.
You guys, do you work in the Triangle Waistcoat Factory or whatever the fuck?
I think this is literally Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, they would lock the door. They had locked the doors so they couldn't walk out to smoke or take breaks.
Hell
I think
yeah.
everybody burned.
Finish your paperwork and drive that forklift.
If you try to amalgamate fucking OSHA with Castro, false.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is either. But we gotta come up with some kind of scenario.
Oh. Push him off a scaffold.
Yeah. Well, maybe it would be, yeah. We gotta dangle Castro up like several stories to go get some windows washed. Because we say, like, you gotta have sparkling clean windows. And then we get him up there.
Paperwork.
Yeah, and then he falls to the ground like he's some kind of dad pretending to be Spider-Man on his roof. He'll just end up plummeting 10 stories because we didn't snap him in right.
Pretending to be Spider-Man.
Oh, God.
Alright.
That's what those Dollar Tree cigarettes will do to you.
So OSHA was established in 1970, but no, this is insanely false. But if anybody has not seen the Chinese animated OSHA videos, they are so fucking funny.
If you get hurt, do not speak up.
Yeah.
The animated ones, that's what he said. Not the ones where you can just see a Chinese person get
Just
fucking
die.
get misted by a sewer grate.
So sometimes their escalators just collapse in on themselves and swallow people whole like it's some kind of demon portal. That's a regularly occurring thing in China. There's like 15 videos of people being sucked up into escalators.
There's a reason Live Leak was so popular for China.
Wait, how strong are their damn escalators?
They're not strong. They fall apart and then people fall into them.
They're like made of paper.
Yep. Next question.
All right. So let's go Operation Deadly Dive.
This could go either way.
I think it's true. I think they had a pool and they marked it 12 feet. It's supposed to be 12 foot deep, but it's basically a cup of water.
They could have painted the bottom of the pool to make it look even deeper than it did.
I bet he had one of those old-timey like swimming suits too, like the white and blue striped ones. And he was all ready, but he unfortunately got a stomach cramp from eating the chef's dinner that same day.
He had too much ice cream.
God. That was a busy day for him.
I think what they did, I think that they hired a bunch of amputees to wade around in the kiddie pool to make it look like it was much deeper than it actually was.
That's a good point.
Someone once painted a fucking Looney Tunes fucking, like, Wile E. Coyote cave on a wall, and someone drove into it.
Yeah, I gotta chase after that Mr. Coyote.
The Sunday Streamers.
What do you think, Joe?
I mean, it is an island. It would kind of make sense if Castro kind of developed, like, a diving hobby at some point.
Yeah, I mean, diving is a very dangerous, and I mean dangerous fucking endeavor. If you don't know what you're doing, and if you don't know the body of water you're diving into, you can fuck yourself up really fucking hard. So yeah, do I believe that CIA would be like, yeah, let's give him a 3-foot kiddie pool, and say, yeah, dive into it, bro. Whoa, that sound, and coupled with the incompetence of the 1960s, 70s fucking CIA, yeah, I believe 100% true.
Maybe they tried to replace the oxygen tank with, like, laughing gas or something and get them all fucked up underwater.
Alright, the Little Rascals.
Alright, so you know how dolphins rape?
Oh, yeah, they love to.
Oh, please don't.
Apropos of nothing.
No, oh, yeah, I bet it's gonna tie in, yeah.
No,
Look at
I'm
that
saying.
naughty dolphin.
So, okay, if you can get to his pool, you could just kill Castro, right? So where can you get him? You can get him in the ocean. He goes out to swim, but you paid his you paid his diminutive like manservant boy to spray his wetsuit with dolphin coochie juice.
What?
They go out there, they're gonna try and drag him into their caves.
Yeah.
Wait, have you not heard of this, Higgins?
As I said, apropos of nothing.
My
What?
God.
Yeah.
Dolphins are one of the only other animals that rape.
Yep. No, and it would
You
be
know
just
what?
like Hank Hill almost got raped by a dolphin. He couldn't even face Bill in the alley. Do you think if Castro got butt fucked by a dolphin, he'd be able to face his underlings again?
It was a political assassination.
I think it was Dolphin's attempted sexual assault.
With that, everybody got points. Little Rascals got the extra point because of dolphin rape.
Yeah! Dolphin rape!
This is true. The
rape?
No. Stop
okay, I'm sorry. That was like genuinely my jaw dropped.
No.
The CIA was ahead of their
No,
time.
this this was true, the CIA bought a deep diving suit and they put fungus on the inside of it to cause skin disease. But apparently he didn't like how it felt, so he didn't wear it diving. He put it on and took it off.
Couldn't they have put something like sulfur hexafluoride in there so that it's like heavier than air and he just sinks?
I'm just gonna say this. I think throughout that whole process, he was moisturized, he was hydrated, he was unbothered.
This is getting me really fucking frustrated. Why didn't they just, I don't know, shoot him?
Because that would start a war, stupid.
They missed this man with ice cream twice. Do you think they could have shot him?
Whoa.
All right. Operation Make-A-Wish.
Ooh, that's a good one. Sunday
right.
streamers.
Explain more fully.
No.
I gave you the operation name, Operation Make-A-Wish, like Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Operation Make-A-Wish?
He did his bit.
All right.
Was the Make-A-Wish Foundation somehow wrapped up into this?
Did they try to kill Castro?
Or be utilized?
Or be used to kill Castro?
I mean, I am biting my lip and, like, really fighting the urge to look up, hey, Google, when did Make-A-Wish Foundation I want to say that happened way after Castro. And you know what? Fuck it. Fuck the world. Hack the planet. Make-A-Wish Foundation happened after Castro. False.
Yeah,
Joe,
I think
what do you
so
say?
too. Yeah, I think it's false too.
But if they were...
I think if they had to do it, what they would do is they would find, like, the world's, like, smallest, like, bald adult. And they would get him in Cuba and say, like, listen, this poor boy, he's 9 years old. His brain's actually growing, like, in his feet now. All his teeth are falling out. This kid's got, like, half a year left to live. He loves Fidel Castro so much, he wants to shake your hand and, like, give you kisses and stuff like that.
This brain-damaged fool loves communism so much.
Yeah, he really wants to meet ya and, just hug you like you're Goofy at, like, Disney World. And then, they would just, like, give him, like, a little knife in his hand and let him stab him to death.
So, Joe, are we in agreement?
Yeah, I think it's false, too.
Yeah, hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
Alright, Little Rascals?
So yeah, probably false, right?
Yeah. Although Make-A-Wish doesn't just have to revolve around the foundation.
Yeah.
There could have.
Oh my god.
But I think.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking then. Make-A-Wish, not necessarily the foundation. Shooting star.
Yeah.
So what we do is we
Maybe.
sneak Castro, his little teddy bear buddy, in his room, and we send a shitload of shooting stars using satellites, and then we makes a wish. We find out all of his plans because he's sitting there. He's got his hands and his chin on his palms. His feet are kicking up on the bed. He's saying, "Ooh, I wish. Ooh, how I wish the U.S. wasn't here." Yep, and using that information, then we'll fucking blow his head up.
I wish all Cubans
could go with fireworks, but that sounds better.
I wish all Cubans could eat jelly beans for breakfast and cotton candy for lunch.
He's kicking the wall, saying it's not fair that his parents are so mean to him.
The Gaslight Gang.
He wants to go where the wild things are.
All right. I'm sorry, I gotta interject here again. I think it's true, but I don't think it's in the direction that y'all are thinking. I think that the CIA was trying to harvest the magical ability and the magical power of the dying wish of dying terminal children. They had a factory of them, all making the same wish.
It's like a spirit bomb.
Yes, I think that they were harvesting the wishes of dead children to kill Fidel Castro.
I mean, I also thought it was true, Kirsten.
Yes.
But what I thought it was going to be was I figured they were going to get Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, all the heroes that they sent to the Make-A-Wish kids.
Castro,
they were going to have
so
Castro
brave.
join them to go see the kid. But as soon as he gets there, They all just gang up on him like the ultimate showdown of ultimate history.
Power of
Except the one.
wish of a dying child.
Oh, well, the CIA ain't gonna pay Iron Man prices like Disney refused to, and they've got $8 billion. They won't pay Robert Downey Jr. no more. So the CIA can't afford to get him either.
The stage 4 cancer kid just sees Castro and like 6 heroes come to see him, and as they're about to beat him to death, Thor hands him the hammer and says, "You're worthy. Now end it."
That's a lot of pressure to put on a dying child.
Well, he's dying. It's not like he's gonna have to see a therapist later.
Speaking of dying children, what's the next question?
Well, was it correct?
No, this was false. But Taylor, I'm gonna butcher that name. This little kid, he was 11 years old. He really wanted to see his grandfather, who lived in Cuba. So the Make-A-Wish Foundation granted his wish on Friday, December 9th, 2016. Which, if you listened
That's what I
earlier, Castro died in 2016. So, it is possible, but we don't know.
Ooh.
So wait, me and Kirsten were possibly right.
Possibly
They did
right.
send Iron Man.
I giving the extra points to the Sunday streamers so that everybody's tied up. So there's a little bit of
Ah.
yeah,
a little bit of tension.
little bit of tension.
Oh my god, I'm so tensed up. I'm so tense, I'm shaking. I put a coal up my bottom. I think I might have a diamond by the end of this show.
We're gonna fucking win, Joe. We're gonna fucking win.
Yeah, oh yeah, I want my dishwasher. I want my dishwasher so bad. I need to cook my kids more fritters.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready, Freddy.
Operation Ex-Lover.
Ex-lover. Ooh.
That is absolutely true.
I'm gonna go straight forward this one. I'm gonna say true, and I'm gonna say they paid her to try to suck him inside out.
Yeah, I was gonna go the same angle. You know, hey, baby, you go kill Fidel Castro with those
I think
lips?
it's hot as fuck if you kill Fidel Castro. You want a green card?
Just-
Green card?
Just give me the old grapefruit technique.
God, horrifying.
Stop
The
it.
host can do the grapefruit technique suspiciously well.
I've watched the video
yeah,
too many
yeah.
times. The Gaslighters.
I'm gonna say this. I think it's similar to what Tad was saying, but I think it was the other way around.
Oh
I don't
my
think
God.
that she seduced him. I think he seduced her. He clapped that assassin's cheeks like nobody's business.
Holy shit, just like in James Bond movies.
Exactly. He clapped her cheeks until the cows came home.
I think you're on the right trail, but you didn't go far enough. So they put cyanide lipstick on her. So whenever she goes down or kisses him or anything, he gets cyanide all over himself.
In fact, she
But
would
They
die.
said, I don't
In
kiss,
doesn't-
that's gay.
fact, she would die before she
Exactly.
got
He
there.
doesn't kiss. Kissing is gay, and he went straight for the back door.
It's just like
Oh,
DC
man.
says, superheroes do not eat pussy. Batman's not
no.
allowed to. Heroes don't
Yeah.
do that.
No, no, they don't. Nope, giving pleasure to a woman, unheroic.
How does the meme
What?
go? Female orgasm isn't required for reproduction, so if God doesn't care for you, why should I?
There's actually a hardcore community of Catholics debating internally of whether or not if a man comes inside his wife, are they allowed to even keep going? Does she be allowed to be an orgasm? Because sex is only for
allowed.
creating life. So, like, once the man comes, you're supposed to
Are you
stop
allowed?
completely.
Boo, let your wife come. Boo.
Nah,
All
fuck
right.
you, got mine.
The Sunday streamers. Before we talk about coming too much.
Please repeat the scenario, please.
It's Operation Ex-Lover.
Operation Ex-Lover.
You know, that is some fucking 1960s bullshit. Give him the clap. I know I said this before earlier in the stream, but that is some fucking 1970s American fucking
Problem
way
solving.
of fucking someone else up. giving them the clap. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm doubling down, baby.
Yeah. Sounds like it might be true.
Joe, if for a minute you think I'm out of line, tell me.
Oh, well, I think maybe they were, like, trying to get, like, evidence of sexual fetishes he might have had. So, like, if he was into, like, feet, like, that would have been it for him as, like, a leader. If he's into farts, he's done as, like, a leader. Anything like that. Like, women, like, who like to, like, sit on his face. No, you're not allowed to lead Cuba anymore. The people know.
Host, I have a question. Can I share a funny fart fetish story I have?
Oh my god.
Oh no, Ted, not
Go
again.
ahead, I guess.
No.
My older
Oh,
brother
good old
had a friend named Polly, and one of my favorite Polly memories was us hanging out at my grandma's house, and he turns his phone to me and like points at it, laughing, dying on the ground. And what it is some woman had sent him a video on Facebook Messenger of her farting for 7 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice gasser.
Can we please insert that
This
clip?
was like 2011.
Wasn't this at your brother's wedding?
No, it wasn't at the wedding. We were just at grandma's house and he showed up. Like the time you showed up at my grandma's house on 4th of July without me. He just showed up.
I love your grandma. She's cool.
Yeah, she would kill
Tad.
Castro. No.
Your grandma would 100% kill Castro.
Y'all remember when the fucking dragon farted on fucking live mic and we just melted the fuck
Yeah, dude.
That's why we call it the Sunday streams.
Tad, I would like to make one humble request.
I'm not gonna fart.
Can we please add that one clip of that one lady going, "Save us, Donald Trump! Please! It's alright!"
That's up to the host. I feel like the host wants to move on. He's looking at me. He didn't like the fart story.
I've got several more to go through.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my god.
Gaslight.
I ain't editing this thing.
Wait. We didn't resolve our true or false.
Yeah,
yeah.
the point.
Yes.
How did
the
it
points?
happen?
All right.
Turn the points, goddammit!
Everybody gets points. The Gaslight gang gets an extra one because they actually got basically
God
exactly
damn
correct.
Wait,
they were the
did?
closest.
Fuck you, gaslighters.
Wow.
Alright, give me that story. I'm interested.
I've got the little history thing on there. Can you pronounce that? I'm fucking terrible at pronouncing names.
Marita Lorenz was given a poison pills.
Ooh.
She put it in his cold ice cream. She walked in and he asked, "Are you here to kill me?" And she said yes, and he pulled out a gun and handed it to her. "You can't kill me. Nobody can kill me." And he kind of smiled and chewed on his cigar. She couldn't pull the Tigger. He just grabbed her. In her words, they made love.
The
He
what?
left afterwards and never talked to her again.
Nice.
Listen, I don't want to make fun of the host. I'm just saying your punctuation is a little
You
off.
fuck off. I am dyslexic and I can barely write. Fuck off. I am illiterate.
Why does
Maybe we should
ice
try
cream
lifting,
keep
then.
coming into it? How many cookie jars does that fucking chef have his fingers in?
That's like
Alright,
the
a lot
first
of
time the
mayonnaise.
dragon tried to kill me.
Delete all of that bullshit. Fuck you.
Never. Fuck you. All right. What's the next question? How many
All
we
right.
got?
I got 2 more.
2 more.
Operation The Pen is Mightier Than the Sword. Gaslight Gang.
That's some
Pen
James
is mightier
Bond
than the
shit.
sword?
Operation The Pen is Mightier Than the Sword.
I think it's gotta be true. It's gotta be one
It's
of those
gotta be true.
situations where they had like a very small gun hidden inside like a ballpoint pen. You got a little
they
like 22 in there.
They hid a gun into his sex journal where he writes fan fiction about all the sex he's had. Yes, he opens it
Dear
up.
diary, my ex came over today and said she wanted to kill me. Then we had sex. Was pretty cool. Would do again, but I blocked her on Facebook.
But the thing is, this journal was already so full of sex stories that he just started a new one and totally avoided the gun.
Oh, yeah.
I could see him being a fanfic man. Talking about how
Yeah.
JFK and Nixon were totally getting on in the Pentagon.
What do you think they were doing on that knoll?
No, you're probably sleeping with Naruto.
Ice cream.
McNamara's in the closet watching.
That's actually what his goal was. He wanted to become the next Hokage.
What do you think happened, Blunder?
Believe it.
I think he got it really close. Like it's like I said before. I think they hid like a bullet in a pen, and they probably gave it to a guy. Said, "All right, all you gotta do is act like you're signing the form, get close, and when no one's looking, Bang! You got him. You walk out front door, 5 minutes in and out, Rick and Morty adventure, let's go. The guy fucks up and he accidentally hands the pen to him. And he just stuffs it in his pocket and never uses it.
I thought it would have been like, you know those old journals from like the early 2000s that had like a vocal password, right? You had to like say a password like into the speaker for it, and you just forgot the password one day, and the gun never went off.
What kind of Hey You Pikachu pen are you using?
Put that
what
down, Pikachu!
Yeah.
Stop running, Pikachu!
Dude, playing Hey You Pikachu is like babysitting a toddler.
Yeah.
Hey, put that down.
Nah, I'm thinking it's true.
Pikachu,
I
get away
think
from
it's
Castro.
100%. He was supposed to shoot him with the gun pen, and somehow Castro, through Looney Tunes antics, accidentally got a hold of it and thought it was a regular pen and just put it in his pocket, and it's probably sitting in a desk somewhere to this day. Or in a couch cushion.
Or in his dream journal.
Still unshot because he never got around to using that pen.
The Sunday streamers, take over. They've already said 6 stories.
And each of them were true.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like this one could be true, maybe.
Yeah, that is absolutely some fucking James Bond 007 fucking poison pen bullshit where
Yeah.
you're supposed to get close and fucking like jam it into their fucking carotid artery.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been a gun like that early, but it could have been just like an injectable, where like if you're able to get close enough to him with the pen, you can stick him with it. Like some kind of rattlesnake venom or something.
We're gonna say true. And speaking of true, one thing that I saw true today, and it fucked me up, was a 1998 fucking Volkswagen Beetle, yellow in color, dressed up like...
Hey, this better not take
It was
too
Pikachu!
long.
It was some dude
Back in
dressed
my
up like
day.
Pikachu!
Oh yeah.
Did it kill Castro?
Grandpa's
didn't
mind
kill
is
Castro.
slipping again.
Hey, Pikachu Beetle, stop that.
He was 50 years
Little
old, dude.
rascals.
Oh, no, don't worry, Higgins. Don't worry, Higgins. We'll fix that light for you you keep talking about before we leave.
So, on the real, I do think that might have been true. But, you know, I think you're both wrong. I think both teams are wrong.
Not us, but the other two.
Actually, he had a dream journal. He really loved to write in it, and just, but one day, Mr. Jones from the CIA stole his dream journal, and they ruined it. They ruined his dream journal.
The pen would be mighty. He had 3 sequel stories to Neil in there, and he got rid of all of them. That's a podcast deep gut. There was 4 more Bindaman adventures in that journal.
Oh,
Now, here's how I
damn,
think
and now
we
they're
did it.
lost.
I also say true. What I think is that we did it stealthier with the pen. You see, okay, when you get a pen, how many times do you click it? Like 19 times for every time you use it. So I think what they did is they click, 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 and what it did is there's a little balloon in there, and every time you clicked, it got bigger, 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 until one day it would just pop and explode on his face. Just like his ex did.
Not even an
Dang.
execution attempt,
Alright.
it's just a minor inconvenience attempt.
Tad,
Super-
you
super
had,
soaker
you were
man.
right. You were going there. It was close, but no, it's
What?
not a balloon that explodes.
What?
It was you clicked the pen and it injected him with poison.
Oh, so they were
told
right.
you.
They had the exact same one earlier. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
they
yeah,
had
you just
nothing
go up and
wrong. They
stick
were
him with it.
idiots. I was the
you.
closest. Yeah, I was the closest.
So
Fuck
there was a
off.
high-ranking. There was a high-ranking
they-
officer that was really close to Castro. The CIA approached him and said, "Hey, yo, whatever you want, we'll give it to you." And he's like, "Yeah, cool, give me guns." So they're like, "Yeah, here's some guns." And then the CIA was also like, "Yeah, here's this retarded pen that can poison him," and it just literally never got used.
Wow.
So the guy just
It's in
stole
a drawer
bunch of guns
somewhere?
and shit from the CIA. He just got it for
no,
free.
They. I'm sorry, I did say that wrong. They gave him a bunch of guns. They gave him the pen, but they called off the assassination because it happened during the Kennedy assassination.
See, now out of those two, one of those seems like it's a way easier way to assassinate someone compared to a pen. I feel like the pen is a little unneeded if you give a man a sniper rifle.
Yeah, but like, he just sold the guns for money. He didn't
They
use them.
sold it for fentanyl.
So the pen- So the pen really is just sitting in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, most likely somewhere in a drawer.
Oh my
somewhere.
god.
Alright, who got the points?
Some kid is chewing
I'm
on
gonna
it
give
after the estate
Sunday
sale.
streamers the points because they got it correct.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
So I think that means we're all tied up again?
Basically, everybody's tied up except for the Sunday streamers is 1 point ahead. This
Hell
is
yeah,
the last
son.
one.
Let's do
Oh
it.
shit, the last question.
This is the
Joe,
last
you're
question.
me, buddy.
Man.
We gotta gaslight harder than we've ever gaslit
Let's do
before,
it.
Blunder.
Dad, you gotta rig this.
I'm trying to look, he's moving
Gaslight
he's moving
game.
the screen.
Ted, stop
I
looking. Stop
always
cheating.
win.
So,
You gotta pay him.
because you are leading,
Yes.
the Sunday streamers,
Yes.
you have to go first. Operation 2 Guns and a Cane.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
tricky.
so retarded of a fucking name that. Oh, it's fucking with me, Joe.
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah, that one's tough. Yeah, I'm not
Joe,
sure.
save me from my fucking intrusive thoughts.
I'm trying to think of a good way to pull it off. Like if they like get like an old man in there like with a cane and then he's got 2 guns like under his overcoat, starts blasting.
Like a Tarantino movie.
Two
Yeah,
guns.
yeah.
Okay, you said 2 guns, 1 cane.
2 guns and a cane.
2 guns and a cane. God damn, that sounds so fucking potato. It could
Sounds like
work.
hobo with a shotgun.
No,
yeah.
that okay.
Yeah.
I read the entire fucking scenario in a fucking James Bond book where the dude takes a fucking cane, points it at fucking James Bond back, and says, "Hey, dude, this is a fucking gun. Redact your fucking bet, or you're gonna be fucking blasted." So I want to say true, Joe. I will defer to your good judgment.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'll say true too. I mean, it sounds like out there enough where they might have planned it. Well, maybe it's not then. Maybe it's too close to the book.
But does he have 2 guns, or is it a cane gun?
I'm sticking to my gun. In the book Casino Royale by Ian Fleming, the first of the okay, you remember the fucking movie Casino Royale?
There are 2 of them. There was an old Casino Royale in the 70s.
Well, no, the first one where we see fucking Daniel Craig.
Oh, yeah. Yep, the 2005 maybe. Something
Right.
like that.
That was based on the book Casino Royale by Ian Fleming. And one of the antagonists uses a fucking cane, and he fucking sticks it against his back and says, "This is a gun. If you don't redact your bet, I'm gonna fucking blast your fucking spine off." So this is so fucking 1960s fucking bullshit, like spy bullshit. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would have been able to think of something like within the cane to be able to kill him.
All right, little rascals.
I think it's true, but I'm gonna say the way that I would kill him with 2 guns and a cane is I'm gonna tell you, by this point, running Cuba must be like a big pain in the ass, and it must not be that fun.
He's also probably getting old by this point too, like old.
So
old.
2 guns and a cane? That sounds like that sounds like a fucking buddy cop TV series. I think they tried to recruit him to have like a badass car, a badass partner. They go on adventures, 2 guns and the cane. The cane is like the guy in the back. It's like Kim Possible. They go boop boop boop, and they call him up for like his adventures.
The guy in the
But the
chain.
cars are all like old, like the 60s shit on Cuba. So it's got like that historical, like, relevance still. I think it's possible. Not saying it's for true, but I think it's possible that he went on a badass, like, adventure-filled quest through like Miami. I think that's possible. You're looking at me like it's not possible, John, but I'm saying I believe
Wait,
it's probable.
is that a true or a false?
And then if you have him doing that, he ain't gonna have no time to run a country. He's just fucking slaying Queen.
Hell yeah.
What if he starts using the cane, and it makes it so that his like he gets stronger, like he's using less energy to walk, so he starts fucking pumping iron, and he grows 2 guns. I'm just saying it's probable. It's definitely the truth. That's what happened.
You being in the same room is giving you too many cues.
Watching his
maybe
eyes.
try to either like.
Maybe it was like a humiliation ritual. The U.S. kept sending tourists to Cuba with big muscly arms, and then they would point at Castro and say, "Look at that old man," quietly to themselves, and eventually he would have been just driven insane.
Yep.
All right.
I think they either try to poison him again with when he grabs the cane, or they try and shoot him with a mechanism within
A
the
lot
cane.
of these just end up with, or also they just shoot him with a gun.
Gaslight Gang.
So, Kirsten, I think we have to go against the grain on this one. It's the
think it's
only
false.
mathematical chance to win. And I can explain why I think this one is false. This is a reference to Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, former president of the United States, once was giving a speech. A man tried to assassinate him, pulls out a gun. The gun goes click, it is jammed. So thinking, okay, I got a spare. He pulls a second gun. Click, click, that gun also jams. Andrew Jackson noticed this man was trying to assassinate him, jumped off the stage holding his hickory cane, for which he was nicknamed after, Old Hickory, and beat the man almost to death, to the point where his own guards had to pull him off. I think that's where you're getting the name from.
I think they're wrong, John. John, I think they're wrong. I think you should
Can
take
I-
away their
can
points.
I-
Give them -1 points.
Can I
Fuck off.
give my
not-
possible scenario?
Kirsten,
They
Kirsten,
Googled it.
I'm going to tell you to stop, because that is literally what I had verbatim on my screen right now. It was January
shit.
30th, 1835, and the guy that fired the gun was Richard Lawrence, an unemployed house painter.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
So, you got points,
Let's tally up the points.
and
Fuck you, Blunder.
The winner
Oh.
of the first assassination game show
Oh,
is
Me and Ted.
Oh my god. Oh please, Lord, my God, please let me win that dishwasher. Oh, my children are gonna starve if I don't get a new dishwasher.
I cannot afford to get the water pumped out. I need to win this, John.
I win.
the winner of today's assassination game show was the Gaslight Gang.
Fuck you!
Gaslight Gang! Gaslight
no.
Gang!
History!
Oh my
My children will starve!
Fuck
I
off.
gaslit my exact knowledge into his notes. Got that
We
shit verbatim.
gaslit the world. We gaslit,
man.
gatekeep, and girl boss, and it all paid off.
What do you guys say for winning today's fabulous prizes?
Was there ever any doubt?
Because we sewed it in there.
Congratulations on our contestants and our winners. This was the Shy Guy with LMTYA Radio signing out.
Whoa!
Trump, if you see this, please save us. Y'all, I'm about to have a panic attack.